Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I don't know if I should even make this video. I don't even know if I should waste my breath talking about evolution today and the animal species and where we come from as humans and how we evolve. Simple words is Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit bringing us into the earth. I think a lot of people are just have lots of theories about how we came about the world. Science never says anything about God creating the earth. Science never says anything about God creating humans either. So when scientists make evolution and the Big Bang theory, they don't include God into that. Okay, they don't include religion into it because they don't want to know the truth. Right? They don't want to know that. They don't want to believe the truth. They don't want to believe that Jesus Christ is and he always will be. Okay? But here's the thing is, okay, even Christians believe that we came from monkeys. Okay? And I believe, okay, this is not my opinion. This is a fact. God never said that we come from monkeys. God never said that. Okay? When I read okay, where's my Bible at? I gotta find it. Okay. A very simple verse, a verse that everybody in the whole world should know, is Genesis 1:1. Okay? Now, I'm gonna read you the first chapter of Genesis. And actually, no, I don't think, okay. And I'm going to read you, okay, this is a Holy Bible, the NIV one, and it's a true Bible. It's about God and everything. But I want to read you guys this. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty darkness was over the surface of deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." So God created the sun. Right? We're gonna go over the Big Bang Theory first. Okay? God made the sun so that there could be light. So we didn't have to live in darkness. Now he never said, okay, God made, it doesn't say anything about Big Bang. Doesn't say anything about stars colliding. Doesn't say anything about anything like that. It says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Right? God actually thought of things and it came to be. Just like humans. He thinks, it becomes. When he made the earth became. And you can't get water, scientists can come up with all these reasons to see why God ain't real, but I see truth in this because there's nothing more true than the Bible and about Jesus Christ and the way that he created the earth. People are just really damaged, I think, and have different thoughts on it. I have a thought that might blows my mind even thinking about it, is that God created the earth, God created the moon, God created all the galaxies, okay, and the heaven, he created hell, and, people also ask me, because he also said that, somebody also asked me, like, if God created hell, God created the devil, why did he send him to hell? Well, because before Jesus, God didn't really have patience for people, for things that much. I don't think God has patience even now with the things that are happening in this world. And Jesus and God are the same person. But we gotta realize that we're not. The Earth wasn't made by stars and get the galaxy forming together, okay? The galaxy had to come from somewhere, right? The galaxy had to come from somewhere. The black hole had to come from somewhere. I mean, you think about it, okay? The galaxy had to be created in order for all this stuff to happen, okay? God created the galaxy. But it doesn't talk about him creating the galaxy. But the Bible doesn't tell you everything that happens. Which, if I'm probably proving myself wrong by saying the Big Bang Theory didn't happen, because God never said it, doesn't mean it didn't happen. Well, it didn't happen. Because that's the scientific thing. That's scientific. The Big Bang Theory is scientific. This is coming from God. This is coming from Jesus' disciples. Okay? This is coming from people that have lived through Jesus Christ, lived through that life. Lived through it, through Genesis all the way to Revelation. All the way through Genesis to Revelation. Sorry, I'm tired. God, he made the sky blue. He made the water blue. Now, he didn't say, because a long time ago we thought the earth was flat. And, that we proved wrong. But, so he called the land, he called the dry ground land. He called the wet land water. And the earth, so yeah, that's one other thing that and it also doesn't say in the Bible that we evolved from monkeys, that God made us into monkeys, because I distinctly remembering in the second page that God created Adam and Eve and they sinned, which made sin. And that just tells you that people can sin. God never sinned, but Jesus never sinned because he was perfect. He never sinned because he was perfect. He was too perfect to sin. He was God. And evolution, I think, is just something that we have thought of for a long time. And I think that we're never going to get to the bottom of it because it ain't true. We're never going to get to the bottom of it because it ain't true. We're never going to get to the bottom of anything that ain't true. God has a plan for all of us, okay? Whether you think that he's not real or not, he is real. Despite what people think, Jesus Christ is real. I don't care what anybody says. Jesus Christ is the only God. He's my only God. He is the only God that I'll ever believe in. And he is the true God. We're all sinners here. We're nothing special. But we can make a special community. We can make something so special through Jesus Christ. And that's love for Jesus Christ. That is special. That is what's special about us. Living through Jesus Christ and loving him. And loving Jesus is special. Something very special. Something that somebody cannot break. Something that we cannot break. So, when somebody says to me that Jesus ain't real, that there's some other gods out there, prove it. Okay? Jesus died on the cross for us for a reason. Because we are sinners. Because we are sinners. That sin right there Telling somebody that there's another God out there, that is sin right there. That is sin. Okay? Because I believe in Jesus. I'm a Jesus Christ lover. Forever and ever. I'll be a Jesus Christ lover. And, okay, what if I was it's called a false prophet. When you're going around, okay, I'm a Christian. Okay, if I was going around telling people that Jesus Christ ain't real, and that Jesus Christ hates you, and that Jesus Christ doesn't love you, what kind of Christian do you think I would be? What kind of Christian? Do you think I'd be a Christian telling people that Jesus Christ ain't real? Being a false prophet like that? What do you think people think of me? Okay? What do you think people, what about like Big Bang Theory and all that kind of stuff? If I went to school to be a scientist and I'm a Jesus Christ lover, and I teach kids about the Big Bang Theory and evolution, what kind of lies? That's lying. And that is not telling the truth about God. That is not telling the truth about how the earth was made. That's not telling the truth. What kind of person do you think I'd be? I would be a very false prophet. A false prophet is somebody that believes in God, but puts them down on the ground, puts them down in the dirt. Now, God could do the same thing to us, put us down in the dirt, the same thing we can, but he doesn't. He doesn't put us down in the dirt. He loves us with all of his heart. Now, I like to tell everybody this. I like to tell somebody. I'd like for somebody to know this, okay? Jesus Christ loves you, no matter what you think or despite what anybody says. Jesus Christ loves all of us. But that doesn't mean he doesn't have a wrath or a discipline or having just like the Santa Ana winds. You know, that California fire that California fire was a promise that God is not going to have any more of the sinning. That was I'm telling you right now, that was God telling people that if there's any more sinning, I will burn the rest of this city down. He stopped, I mean, he didn't, I don't know if it was because of God, and it's because of our winds, yes, that's because of our solar, our earth, but there's so much sinning down in California, it's not even funny. I mean, people might say, well, you shouldn't care about that. That's not your life. You shouldn't care about that. We should care about that. We should care about that. People should go to heaven. We should care if people go to heaven or not. Because that's the greatest thing you could ever go. That's the greatest place you could ever go to in your life is heaven. Because in reality, that's the only place that there is that's good. Everything else is bad and ugly and stupid. But I see the horizon level. I see the Son of God through that sun, and I can see what he's going to do next is beyond beautiful. He's going to make me a good country singer, and he's going to make me a good carpenter. Whatever it is I want to do, he's going to make it for me. He's going to make that for me. He's going to make that path for me so that I have a good job one day. So that I have a good life. He's going to make that for me. You know why? Because he is an awesome God. And he can do that. He can do those things. Jesus is an awesome God. And he can do things. Now, you guys might think, well, if Jesus is real, then why can't we see him? That's why I've heard from other people too, is why can't we see him? Walk by faith, not by sight. Walking by faith is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Walking by faith is something that I have walked through my whole entire life with Jesus Christ. And if I don't have a girlfriend, if I don't have a wife one day, I don't give a crap. I could care less about that if I don't have kids. I could care less if I am living a lonely life, because knowing that Jesus Christ is right here next to me, that's the best thing that could ever happen to me. That is the best thing that could ever happen in my life, knowing that Jesus Christ is right here. Knowing that Jesus Christ is right here. That's the best thing that's ever happened to me. If I don't have, because all that other crapola, all that other stuff is nice, but Jesus Christ's love is better. Jesus Christ's love is a lot better than all that freaking crap. I can tell you that right now. Jesus Christ's love, I can't believe it. Brushing my hair. My comb smells like hair product. I was trying to smell what that was. It smells like hair product. Yeah, so that's the best thing that's ever happened to me. He's the best thing that's ever gonna happen to me in my life. Now, yeah, having a family is nice. Okay, that's one good way of living. And having a relationship with God and being faithful to God is having a relationship with somebody. But if you're constantly having to fight for a good relationship with somebody, don't fight that. Don't fight it. Because you're never gonna win that battle. You're always gonna be fighting it. But I can tell you one thing right now. Jesus Christ does love you. Now, I kind of got off track of what I was talking about earlier, but I don't really care because I want to talk about everything. I want to tell you guys how much Jesus does love you, because he does. If I don't make it through to you, if I don't make it through to somebody, I'm just wasting my breath, honestly. And I know that I shouldn't be going on YouTube and talking about religion, but it's something that we all need. It's something that we all need to fall for. I'm falling for Jesus. I'm not falling for any girls. I'm falling for Jesus. And I'm falling for Jesus Christ's love. Okay? I got strength for Jesus Christ. I'm building strength because of Jesus Christ. I'm building muscle in my brain because of Jesus Christ. And that's the best thing that's ever happened to me. I can't have to keep reminding myself that Jesus Christ is, and he always will be. I just gotta keep on reminding myself that. Just keep on reminding yourself that Jesus Christ is, and he always will be. I saw the light. I love Jesus Christ. And let me tell you something else. There's nobody I'd rather have in my life than Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. Obviously, I would want a family. I would want a wife. But if I never had that kind of, because nobody likes me at all, except, a few people. And I like to say this, that I have liked people, but all that seems to fade away when I see that Jesus Christ is the only one that's going to love me. That love for other people seems to fade away when all that matters is that Jesus Christ loves me and he's going to save me. Because that love turns you away from God sometimes. That love turns you away from God, because you know what happens is you get so into that relationship that you don't even think about God. You don't think about. That's why Jesus didn't have a wife. You know that? That's why Jesus didn't have a wife, is because he wanted to keep his mind and focus on Jesus, on God. He wanted to keep his mind on God and think about God. Okay? Even though he was God. So he was God coming in the flesh. It's all that relationship and stuff nice, but Jesus Christ love is even better. I gotta keep reminding myself that. Jesus Christ's love is better. I mean, yeah, like I'm not against having a relationship with somebody. Like, I'm not against that, but I'm not gonna, fall. You gotta be ready for that kind of stuff. But you also need to be grown up enough for it too. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have good thinking when you're doing that kind of stuff, because when you don't think right and you do something that you're gonna regret horribly, it gets you. It stabs you right in the back. And let me tell you something. I know a few people that had that happen to them. When you get into a relationship and it's not right for you and you know it, get out of it. Get out of it before it gets worse. If you know that relationship ain't good, you get out of it. Get out of it now. Because let me tell you something. Oh my gosh, I'm always saying that. I don't know. Okay. Somebody needs to do a count of how many times I say that in each video. Of every time I'm gonna do a post of every time I say, let me tell you something. Okay? Because I say it all the time. I know I'm getting off topic now, but I always say it. Okay. But, that all that stuff, I gotta, because I like people. There's a person that I like, right? Now, I do. But I gotta realize that sometimes things don't work out like I want it to. And that's okay. Okay? Because the thing is, the main thing we gotta look at is that Jesus Christ loves us and that's all that matters. Okay? Okay, because if I keep thinking about how this person doesn't like me and that person doesn't like me, I gotta say to myself, who gives a crap? Who gives a crap? The only person that you should be caring about who is worried about you is God. The only person you should be worrying about that has any judgment over you is God. That's the only person. Okay, because if I think that this girl thinks of me this way, this guy thinks of me this way, and this and that, and this and that, everything's going to go insane. Everything in your life is just going to go skyrocketing. That's what's happening in my life now. Okay? I'm dealing with stuff like, oh, this person's thinking about me this way. This person's thinking about me that way. I got to just say it to myself, okay? God's judgment matters, not other people's judgments, okay? God's judgment matters. Now, I could also say that, my thinking matters better than somebody else's thinking of me. Because somebody could think I'm ugly, okay? I don't care. That's not my problem. That looks like a you problem. That's not my problem. That's your opinion, not a fact. It's not a fact, it's an opinion. I look pretty freaking good. And let me tell you, oh, I look good. Let me grab my comb. I look good. You see this? You see this? Oh yeah. You see, you don't realize this, but I look so freaking on fleek today. Like if I just stand up, I can't, the camera won't see me because I'm so tall. But yeah, I look freaking good. Okay? But let me tell you something else. Okay? That doesn't determine who I am. Okay? That doesn't determine what kind of person I can be or what kind of person I am. Because what determines my love and my strength is Jesus Christ inside of me. I can show people that love through Jesus Christ. Now, I could have big muscles, I could be muscular, and there could be all kinds of girls that like me, but you know what? They wouldn't know what kind of person I am. They just like the look of me. See, some girls like the look of guys, and they don't even know what the heck they're like. They could be abusive, they could be ignorant, they could be all kinds of different things. Let me tell you something. I'm neither of those. As you can clearly see, I'm neither of those. But I'm not fully grown up yet, so I don't know how my personality is how it's gonna progress, or if it's gonna get worse, but it's not gonna get worse because I know I can live through Jesus Christ. As long as I live, I can live through Jesus Christ. A lot of girls think that, guys are muscular, they must be nice. They like, some people like girls like bad boys and stuff like that. I'm not trying to be a bad boy. I'm just trying to live life through Jesus Christ. I'm just trying to live life the way I'm supposed to. The way I'm supposed to live. I'm not supposed to go through life thinking that everybody likes me, everybody loves me, because not everybody does. Okay? But that doesn't matter, because the only thing that matters is that Jesus Christ loves me. It doesn't matter that my friends like me. It doesn't matter who likes me. It matters that Jesus Christ loves me. That's what matters. That's what truly matters. Because, okay, I'm gonna just say something really quick. I could definitely say that I know a lot of people that are stupid enough that they would actually, because I know a lot of people that would actually, hate me. They'd be stupid enough to hate me, okay? And, okay, people might hate me, but I don't hate them. I don't hate them. I love them with all my heart. People that shred hate on me, I'll shred love on them. That's the same thing it goes for Jesus Christ, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it is, and that's what I'm living for. That's who I'm living for. I don't know who you're living for, if you're living for Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny, but I'm living for Jesus Christ. And that's the only person I'm living for. That is the only person that I love truly. I just love talking about Jesus Christ. I love it so much. I love you, Jesus. I love you. Oh, sorry. I had to do that. I love Jesus Christ so much. I love him. I love him so much. He's done so many good things for me. I love you, Jesus Christ. I love you. Love you so much. Boy, I love it when I talk about Jesus Christ. I love Jesus. Well, I'm going to let you guys go.